What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cam, man. Fresh from the gym ski, man. We back in the trenches, man. Today, we gonna talk about selfishness, man, and how it's just human nature for you, me, and everybody else to be selfish, man. It's survival, man. It's basic biology, right? We all are selfish, and we all are selfless at the same time, right? It's a balance, right? But with um, the type of society that we have today, the type of economic situation that we're in this civilization, I think human beings are extremely more selfish than any other time in the history of mankind, right? And I say that because of the commodities we have, the lifestyles that we live, and human nature at the end of the day, right? Because it's just what it is, right? Um, Everybody wants everybody's spot. Everybody wants to be the top dog. Everybody is me, give me, 24 on some more, right? So what you have to understand is move how you move, when you move, where you move, and why you move, right? Fuck everybody else. It's cool to be selfish. It's okay. Not saying it's cool like that's the thing to do, but it's okay if you are selfish, right? Because you got to live for you, man. Um, Outside of your children, man, if you have children, then realistically, don't nobody else matter. You know, you and your offspring, man. That's it. Because realistically, them are the only people that's gonna love you conditionally, right? So everybody else loves you, especially if you're a man, a grown ass man. Everybody else loves you under the condition that you're providing them something, right? Whether that's financial stability, protection, um, whatever it may be, right? Um, So you have to realize that like don't nobody really give a shit about you, though. You know, as a grown man, nobody is coming to save you, and that's cliche, man. Everybody says that, but it's the truth, man. And why is nobody coming to save you? Because nobody loves you. Like I said, man, your babies love you. Maybe your mama, maybe your daddy, if you got 'em. Other than that, everybody else is don't give two shits about you, man. It's a dog eat dog world out here. So what that means is you got to be selfish. Fuck how they feel. Fuck if that makes them feel a specific way. If that hurts their feelings, right? Because really, your feelings as a grown man don't fucking matter, right? So if you walking on eggshells to not hurt another man's feelings, then you gonna get chewed up in this world, man. That's just what it is, man. If you walking on eggshells not to hurt a woman's feelings, it's the same scenario because they just as cutthroat, right? Outside of like your mama or your granny or your sister or something, you want to be, you know, somewhat sensitive to how they feel. Just because you're a man, you understand that, this is a woman, your blood ego that you're dealing with, right? So you don't want to just break them down. You want to build them up because this is your blood, right? Outside of that, fuck them hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them hoes. Um, it don't get no more simple than that, man. Um, you gotta lock in, right? Your feelings don't matter because nobody cares, dog. Nobody cares, man. It's sad that a lot of people don't understand this, but um, like I said, man, nobody loves you unconditionally, man. Nobody, not a single soul, right? So what you gotta do is you gotta lock in on your purpose, on your journey, on your grind, right? Fuck they feelings. Fuck if they like you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, fuck if you hurt you worried about hurting their feelings. Fuck if you worried about if they like you, right? If they do like you and you do something to make them not like you, who gives a damn, right? Because they don't really care that much, not as much as you think they do, right? Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose a friend. Okay, if whatever you did, whatever you said wasn't disloyal or like a backstabbing, like snake ass move, outside of that, it don't really matter because if they really cared about you, genuinely cared about you, they would stick around. But that's why it goes back to what I'm telling you. They love you under the condition that you was doing something for them, right? You was making them laugh, right? You was giving them a shoulder to lean on, somebody to talk to, right? Once you know, piss them off a little bit, now they don't want to be a friend no more. They don't really love you. They don't really care about you. They don't really value you to that degree. So be selfish. Fuck them, right? Get some new friends. What's the problem with that? Because that's how you get friends. Honestly, that's how you make friends. You filter out the motherfuckers who skin is thick enough for you to be honest with them, right? And tell them that they making mistakes. Or tell them, you know what I'm saying, where they wrong and where they right. Not just having fun, you know what I'm saying, partying, bullshitting, 24 and some more. It's a balance, right? Um, you gotta be able to enjoy someone's company, all while understanding that they're not loyal to you. Because in real life, this life is about humans, right? It's about people. You know, the money you can't take with you. Um, the jewels you can't take with you, the cars, the homes, none of that you can't take with you, right? So while you on this earth, you want good connections, right? You want good relationships. But you, like I said, people are very, very selfish, especially in today's society, today's civilization. So you have to be very keen of who who really wants to see you win, right? Because you can be selfish, but you could also want to see somebody else win, right? They want you to win, right? Until you beating them. They want to see you doing good until you doing better than them. So you have to understand that, right? Because a lot of people will get confused. They be like, well, so and so, I thought they was my friend. But once I started doing this and that, they start hating on me. Yeah, okay. They may have been your friend, but like I said, they want to see you doing good until you're doing better than them. So just keep that in mind, man. You know, keep that in mind. And I don't even think that makes you a bad person, right? Because you have to have some sense of selfishness, right? You can't be too selfless or too nice and be a pushover and be weak, right? But at the same time, you can't be a dickhead, you know what I'm saying, and arrogant and shitting on people um, just because you're in a better situation than them, because it can turn around real quick, man. So uh, it's tough, man. I get it, right? Because I'm the same way. I want to see everybody win. But it's certain people that I don't want to see beating me, right? And that's other grown men. Just from a competitive standpoint, I'm not with that. The only other man that I want to see beat me and do better than me is my son, right? Outside of that, I'm trying to be everybody, right? I'm trying to be the best at everything that I do. So I can root for you, but once you get here, once you oh no, I gotta turn up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh yeah, look at him go. Yeah, all right, bro. No. It ain't. We ain't with that. You know, we got to turn up. We got to get to that level, get in that mode, right? So that's all I got for now, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. But keep in mind, man, people are selfish, man, and like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing, man. It's selfishness in everyone. It's selflessness in everyone, and you just gotta respect that, man. Respect the game, man. Respect the game, man. Respect the law of the land. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. That's all we got for today, man.